5 or 10 minutes because I'll be in a plane, I'll be landing and not cancelling the session. I may be late, but Instagram tomorrow may be cancelled. With that note, Sip Siri, Sip Nimi, Sip Alak, Sip Mita, Sip Chotwani, Sip Girija, Sip Samatma, Sip Anand, Sip Sukhi, Sip Bliss, Sip Prakash, Sip Kamal. आपका थर्ड बुक शायद हो गया कमल जी, थैंक यू. आई थिंक थर्ड बुक इज रेडी. आई एम नॉट श्योर अपलोड हुआ कि नहीं. एंड वी आर प्रिंटिंग 1000 कॉपीज ऑफ एक योगी की अनुभूतियां टू गिव टू फॉर द मार्केट. सो दिस योर बुक विल बी अवेलेबल इन ऑल शॉप. थैंक यू. सिप अहम सिप सिप शिवा, सिप पार्वती अम्मा, सिप कृष्णन अम्मा, सिप राजानंद, सिप वीरेश, सिप सचिन, सिप आत्मत्राय, सिप अनिल, सिप सदानंद, सिप मिनी एयर, सिप लक्ष्मी, Sip Bliko, Sip Ansul, Sip Atmanand, Sip Sita, Sip Sarlanand, Sip Sagai, Sip Gigi, Sip Girishanand, Sip Manisha, Sip Rumataji, Sip Anil, Sip Komal, Sip Soham, Sip Krishna, Sip Chidanand, Sip Harshal, Sip Manisha, and Sip iPhone. My dear friends, Wednesday, a day to ask any question where sometimes you think it's a silly question. There is no silly question, but for beginners, any question on Wednesday is good. Remember, we close at 8:55. So, and as I told you, the good news is my flight is landing just in time for Zoom. I may be late by 5 minutes or so. I'm not sure what time, but we will have the Zoom call. I'm landing in the North Pole tomorrow for my monthly retreat. So don't be surprised. Every month I take 10 days off to go into silence. And so I start from tomorrow, and for 10 days I will be in a retreat. And with that note, and Instagram will not be there tomorrow, I am opening the session to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, I will be in silence. Sip Prakash and Krishnoham. Yes.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar to you.
You have told us methods to bring back consciousness when the mind is overactive. But what are the methods to prevent the mind going into the state of agony or this thing?
What is the method? What is the method for to stop a river from creating a flood?
To build a dam.
Build a dam. Exactly the same method. So the mind doesn't exist. Are you clear about it? Have you seen the mind? What is the color of the mind? Shape of the mind? There's no mind. What is the mind, Prakash?
Mind
what is the mind?
Misery and
the mind. Stress. The mind is a river. I'm giving you a new analogy today. The mind is a river of toxic thoughts. The mind is a river. It's like the Ganga of toxic thoughts. It's like this. It's a river of toxic thoughts. You build a dam. If you build a dam, you don't need to bring back consciousness because you've already built a dam, which means you lock the mind, you block the mind. Don't allow. For example, I'm telling you my own case, right? I'm not telling you some garbage or rubbish from theory. Am I talking theory or practical?
Practical.
Why I don't allow the mind to come into my life?
How do you manage it? That's what I'm asking. How do you prevent it?
So for example, today the mind was trying to come. This morning the mind was trying to come into pushing the door. So what did I do? I put a double lock on the door. I completely shut it so that if the mind, when I'm finding the mind is trying to come, you firmly lock it. Firmly lock it and block it. Which means, let me explain to you, what is the mind? Now I'm going to go a little deeper to help you. You agree with me that when you're talking about mind, correct me if I'm wrong. The mind means fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, or guilt, or depression. Do you agree it's one of these points or something else?
Right. One of these.
Ah. So when you're feeling fear is coming, worry is coming, stress is coming, anxiety is coming, if it's creating regret, shame, guilt, or making you feel depressed, I can add one or two points, but no need. Majority is covered. Suicidal thoughts. So why are you letting the suicidal thought come? Why are you letting the depressing thought enter? You lock it. Now, some of you will ask me how to lock, but you're telling to lock, how to lock. You know
Right.
another way how to lock it? Another way, okay. Suppose, suppose this glass, suppose this glass is my mind. This mug is my mind. And all the rubbish, all the negative, all the garbage is kept pouring into my glass. So what to do,
Got
Prakash?
it.
Say, Prakash, what to do?
So fill it with something better before all this
Ah.
rubbish comes in.
If your mug is already full of positive thoughts, how the mind will enter? If your
Right.
if your if your mind is already if your head, not your mind, but if your life is already filled with faith, hope, trust, enthusiasm, love, forgiveness, compassion, courage, confidence, optimism, then where is the chance of the mind to enter your life? Why is the mind entering? Because you have created a vacuum. You have created space for the mind to enter. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying.
I'm understanding everything.
So I'm giving you two, three things to do. One, I'm telling you, lock the mind, block the mind. In consciousness, if you put your intellect in charge, intellect is a master of discrimination. The intellect will say, mind is coming. Hello, mind is coming, mind is coming, mind is coming. Intellect will say, immediately fill with positive thoughts, fill with pep. Then, and I'm telling you for my personal experience. I'm not telling you just some theory. Whatever I tell you to do, I can do, you can do.
Right.
But we need sadhana. We need the discipline. If you
Does
don't become,
meditation
if you don't become, if you don't become strong with your spiritual muscles, with your intellectual muscles, with your consciousness muscles, the mind will bulldoze you. The mind will just come like MK50 and smash you.
That's why is meditation useful in such?
See,
Does it
good.
prevent?
Now you tell, you give the answer. What does meditation do?
Stills the mind.
Correct. So meditation, if you keep quiet, the space of the mind, it will become softer and softer and softer. Correct? If you don't take
Right.
the rest of the actions I told you, if you don't take the steps I told you, what will happen from the slow mind? What will happen again?
Again, toxic thoughts will be filled in.
Again it will come back. So tell me, Prakash, what you must do when you first meditate or you still the mind, then what you must do?
Will it positive thoughts?
First lock it. First you
Lock it.
meditate, first you meditate, you lock it, you block it, activate the intellect, fill it with positive thoughts, no chance of the mind coming inside.
Okay.
You don't need to go to NASA. You don't need to go to space station. No.
Right.
Practical, easy, doable steps.
Another question I want to ask. They say
Yes.
God is love. God is love. So is love the same as SIP energy?
What is the meaning of God is love?
What is it, this thing?
Don't just listen to somebody and don't be like a parrot. God is love, 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 God is. No, we cannot parrot. Explain. See, in this call, we have to understand what is the meaning of God is love. What is God?
You can reach God through love.
What is God?
For us, God is SIP.
So don't say God, first of all. Delete the word God. Sip is love. Now tell me what is the meaning of sip is love?
supreme immortal power is love.
What is the SIP that is love? Go break it down. What is the SIP that is love? Is that stone love? The mountain is love?
No,
What is love in SIP?
it is the energy. SIP is the
What is the
energy.
energy? What is the energy called? The energy is the soul, SOUL, the spark of unique life. That spark of unique life creates consciousness. Up to this point is clear? SIP is soul,
Yeah.
soul is consciousness. Are you clear about this?
Yeah.
In consciousness, there is peace, love, and bliss. So SIP is love, SIP is bliss, SIP is peace. Understand it logically. Don't parrot it. Agreed? I hope I've explained it clearly.
Yeah. Clear.
Any doubt? If it's not clear, tell me. Are you clear?
No. Like what the books used to say is God is love. So I was just asking.
Books will tell anything now. Books will tell love thy neighbor. So somebody told, I asked what, somebody said, love thy neighbor. So I asked somebody, what did you do? He said, I married all the women in my street. All the women in the street, I'm loving all my neighbors. Every day I'm marrying one new woman. My front house, the house, my neighbor, I married her. Left house, I married her. Right house, I married her. Bible is telling, love thy neighbor. I'm loving all the women. So is that the meaning of love thy neighbor?
No.
So don't go by the book. Use the hook. Don't go by the book. Use the hook. Give it a right look. Change your outlook. Don't just go by the book. And when you look, use a magnifying glass to look. Done?
Okay. Thank
Krishna,
you.
good start. You gave a good start to Wednesday. Otherwise, people in our call, they have only, like in Finland, when I go tomorrow, one thing good is cars don't have starting problem. Because there's garam karta hai. Gaadi ko, before getting in the car, it's -4 degrees still in Finland. So still, if you don't on the heater, then the car will not start. So we have to on the heater. Krishnoham.
Shnoham, sir. So
Yes.
my question is on silence.
Hmm.
Sir, when you say you are in silence,
Mhm.
we understand you are in a retreat, and then, but you are doing your, the Zoom calls, and you have an unconditional acceptance. You accept all of us in whichever level we are in. And that is a profound silence in consciousness. But when I speak to a few of my friends and all that, they say, hey, look, I'm in silence. It is withdrawing, and that means there is an other person, and somehow somewhere it is my mistake. I know it is my mistake, but I want you to make us understand what should be silence now as a sadhana, because I find a kind of ego or a spiritual pride. Look, I'm in silence, I'm following Ramana Maharshi. I say sentences hurt me a bit, in the sense that, as you said, are we parroting things? So, what is silence for you? And in this Zoom call, as a AiR disciple, how should we follow silence in our day-to-day life?
Actually, the real meaning of silence is to be able to be in consciousness.
Yeah,
You can be in a discotheque.
right,
I can be in a discotheque, and the people can be dancing and jumping and doing all that, right? But if I am the witness, if I am the observer, the moment I am a slave of the mind, then the monkey is in charge. So what is silence? For example, so somebody's telling you something. Somebody's telling you something. You're already starting to make judgments. Oh, देखो अभी ऐसा बोल रहा है, ये सब बोल रहा है. Already your mind is already, instead of you listening to what they're saying, your mind is already telling all reaction. Already, oh देखो इसको कुछ आता नहीं है, ये ऐसा बोलता है, हमेशा ऐसा करता है. No, you all talk on this call. If I don't have silence, can I answer you? How can I answer you?
No.
So silence means the ability. What is the word they use? Sama, Dama, Upariti, Titiksha, Shraddha. Sama, Dama, Upariti, Titika, Shraddha, Samadhana. What is Samadhana? Samadhana is that single pointed focus. Samadhan. Huh? So which means, Krishna, let the whole world say anything. Let them say. You just be in that state of listening without reacting. Silence is the same as being in consciousness, because in consciousness, you are in awareness. In awareness, you are the witness. So it's very, very important that you have to be that. So silence, just to tell you now, silence is not about switching off the music, switching off the TV. For example, if the TV is playing and the ocean is going on in the TV, shh, psh, 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 you're still in silence. The problem is in silence, when the eyes, nose, ears, tongue, and skin are active, the five senses, then we are erupting in thoughts. Correct? So what is our method of silence in this call? Shut off the senses. Still the mind. When you shut off the senses, you still the mind. Ego is in that state of awakening. The ego is in the state of enlightened ego. Ananda. In that silence, there is complete ananda. Suppose you're in silence and you're just saying, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Is this silence or is not silence? Even though there's a sound. Is the mind anywhere else, or the mind is completely still? So this is, again, when you still the mind, you reach consciousness. When you reach consciousness, you're in silence. Getting? Or
No,
some other point? You have some other point which I
yeah,
need to clarify?
this silence I understand in your deep meditative state or in consciousness. This is this we understand as spiritual seekers. We need to spend time in silence. Of course, we
Yeah.
have to. But my question is how to practice silence when you are interacting with the world. We cannot run away from the world. The world is also Abhi. I find the spiritual people like I don't know why a class is created. Look, I'm spiritual. I will not talk to them. That kind of silence I want to understand. When you're with your family, you are loving them. You have to be, how are you treating us? We are not that state, but you are embracing everyone in a very natural state of silence. But वो मुझे समझना चाहिए कि how to be in silence even when you're interacting with anybody for that matter.
Step 1, listen. Step 2, don't talk. Step 3, be humble. Step 4, smile. Step 5, when they finish talking, then you talk.
Beautiful.
5
Yes.
steps I told you. First, when somebody is talking, listen. Listen.
Yes.
Don't talk. Be humble. Smile. Let them talk. 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. You enjoy your silence. At the end of the whole thing, हो गया, अभी हो गया सा, अभी मैं थोड़ा बोलूं क्या? Nice. The problem, Krishna, when somebody is talking, the problem, we are not listening. The problem is we want to talk. The problem with all of us, the problem with every human being, when somebody is talking, we are more interested in talking. We are not interested in listening. That's how we are created. The mind and ego, you just notice what I'm telling you. You try to talk to somebody, they're not interested in listening what you're talking. They only want to talk. They're waiting for you to finish. They want to talk. But what you ask question, if you want silence, and for this you need patience. So ultimately all this, you need to be patient if you want silence. Otherwise, what will happen is you will talk, you will react, there will be argument, there will be disagreement. Okay? Now I answered your.
Yes, answered. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Yashwant and Will.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, Yashwant.
Sir, my question is, according to science, mind and intellect is related to brain. Correct, na, sir?
No, right, I cannot tell. I'm listening to you. According to science, you're telling. Mind, according to science, they do not know the meaning of mind. They talk of mind, then they talk of subconscious mind, then they talk of unconscious mind. They have different things, but when you ask them to tell where is mind, science cannot answer.
Sir, then is it so? My question is that brain will secrete more chemicals, many chemicals, like for happiness and sadness.
Correct. That is true. That is correct.
Then how that chemicals are under the control of soul or our intellect?
Please,
Then we are
please,
physically connected to that.
please
That is
pay
my
attention. Please pay attention. Okay.
yes.
Now I'm asking you to reply the question. Tell me what makes the brain release chemicals?
External actions.
What?
What we see, sir. What we grasp.
What makes the brain?
For example, if I heard the if I see the lemon, like saliva will secrete in my tongue, like that.
Okay, so
Something.
therefore, yeah. So why is saliva coming in your tongue? Because there is a thought impulse. There's an impulse of thought going to the brain, correct?
Yes.
Suppose you are blind. The lemon is in front of you. You are blind. Will you feel saliva in your mouth?
No.
No. Suppose I remove your eyes and keep the eyes on the table. If the eyes are seeing from the table, will you feel saliva in the mouth?
No.
Your eyes are seeing. That eye is creating an impulse called thought. So it is these thought impulses that are going into the brain that are releasing chemicals. Agreed?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
though these thought impulses are different. Some thought impulse may be dopamine. Some thought impulse may create serotonin. So there are different type of chemicals. Agreed?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
But my dear, what is creating the release of these chemicals? Is it the brain on its own or it is the thought impulses?
It's a thought. Thought is the point.
Yeah. So that is your question, right? What is creating? Are you clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Clear, sir. But even though it is under the control of thought, why we are under the control like that? Some of the alcoholics and some of the chain smokers, why can't they stop that?
Because they have no control of the thought. They have no control on thought, feeling, action, habit, and character. See, a thought creates a feeling. The feeling creates the action. Action creates habit. Habit creates character. It's a thought chain. So if you want to change your thought, feeling, action, habit, suppose you have a habit of drinking. How to change the habit? Now the habit is already formed. You have to unwind it, right? You have to undo it.
Yeah.
It starts with a thought. Now there are two ways. Suppose you say, I am giving up drinking from today. If you are very strong, you can give up. Some people can give up at one moment. But suppose you say from 20 cigarettes a day, I'm going to make it 19 today. Tomorrow 18. Day after tomorrow 17. After 10 days 10, 9, 8, 7. That's another method. But it is through an organized impulse called a thought. Am I answering your question, or is there something else you're trying to ask?
Yeah, I'm getting the point, sir. But somewhere you said after death, ego and intellect, or they go, they
After death
release
is
by.
after death is over. No, you can't change any habit, or you can't change anything after death. No?
No, I'm not talking about habits, sir. But according to science, mind and intellect are in brain. According to our specialty, after
Nowhere,
death, the
nowhere in the science they say mind is in the brain. But
uh,
in colloquial work, which just by talking, we say hey, you have any brain, man? Hey, you have brain, huh? Brain. Do you have any brains? We tell like this. What is the meaning? Everybody has brains. What we mean is, are you using your intellect? This is what we are trying to ask. But what's the meaning of asking somebody, hey, buddhi hai ya? Hey, buddhi, which language you speak? Yashwant,
sir,
which is your home mother, which is the other language?
sir, I can speak Kannada and Hindi.
In Kannada, what they say, hey, buddhi diya, sahi, magne, buddhi diya. They say or they don't say?
Yeah.
So, but in some other language, they say, तुमको भेजा नहीं क्या? भेजा नहीं क्या? By saying bheja nahi does not mean that bheja. What we are trying to say, understand, the brain by itself is only a hardware. The brain on its own cannot do anything. It is only a mechanism. It's a hardware, like a computer. Without software, the computer cannot work. I hope you're understanding. The brain will transmit the signals, that transmit the thought. But the brain on its own is not creating intelligence and thoughts. The brain is only has millions of neurons, billions of neurons, trillions. It's only passing those impulses. It is not creating thoughts and anything.
Then mind and intellect are created by what is that, sir?
Mind and intellect is the software of the human being. Mind and intellect is the software. It is how we program. It all depends on our programming. Mind, intellect, memory, and ego. How many? 4. 4 aspects. It's called Sukshma Sharir. Sukshma Sharir means subtle body. The subtle body has got no physical existence. You cannot mix these 4 with the brain. This is written 5,000 years ago in the Upanishads, in the Vedas. Till today, science cannot find where is mind. If you are telling that the brain has got intellect or brain has got memory, I'll give you $1 million. Transfer my memory to you and show me. Can you transfer from one brain to another brain? Can you transfer the memory?
No, sir, impossible.
Then, but people are saying memory is in the brain. How can we say memory is in the brain? Where in the brain? Then you copy and show me. I hope you're getting the answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Anything
getting,
else?
sir. Sir, another question.
Yeah.
If somebody has inevitable physical or health issues, like they
Somebody
are
had?
inevitable health issues, like they are doing dialysis, kidney dialysis, or something health issues, how they can remain in consciousness and happy state?
By understanding that everybody has to die. No, one doctor went to one man, and the doctor, the patient told the doctor, I'm very worried. The doctor said, what happened? Why you are worried? Nurse told me I'm going to die. So what the doctor told the patient? The doctor told the patient, I'm also going to die. Hey, doctor, what happened to you, doctor? Hey, nothing happened to me. Then you are saying you are going to die. Doctor said, of course, I'm also going to die. You may die little before, I may die little later. All have to die. Correct or not?
Correct, sir. But we suffer now, sir.
Why?
Physical.
You suffer if you think you are the body who is suffering. As long as you don't realize you are not the body, you definitely will suffer. Everybody suffers. Everybody suffers, means, you know what's the meaning of everybody suffers, you know?
Physically.
Everybody suffers means every body suffers. Every body. The body
Yeah.
will suffer. But if you think you're Atma, you're the soul, your consciousness, soul does not suffer. To reach that level is not easy. How long are you on this call, Yashwant? From how many days?
Sir, maybe 12 or 13th call.
So attend some more days, then you will learn how to eliminate all suffering. In
Yeah,
this
sir.
call, we learn how to overcome all suffering. That's the main benefit of this call.
Yeah, sir.
Thank
Sir,
you.
sir,
Yeah.
another small question.
Yes.
Sir, where soul resides? In
So
BK they say, in BK they
inside your
say
inside your right pocket.
heart.
See, put your hand inside your right pocket. You will find.
In my t-shirt pockets.
Oh, I know. I'm understanding. Please look under your slipper or your shoe.
Oh,
Under your slipper and your shoe, what you will find?
soul.
And then that's what you're asking, no?
No.
My dear, the soul is energy. Can you tell me in front of you, you have got fan or bulb? What is in front of you?
Fan and bulb.
Tell me where is the electricity? Please tell me where is the electricity in the fan and the bulb? Show me. I want to know. You will tell me.
Not possible.
Why is not possible?
I can experience that, but I can't see that.
In the bulb and the fan, electricity is there or it's not there?
It's there.
Then tell me where it is.
It's changed its form and become
It's
light.
only flowing. No, it's flowing. Electricity is flowing through the bulb, giving light, flowing through the fan. Motor is moving. Correct.
Yeah. Yes.
The soul is flowing through every cell of your existence. I'm joking. Don't look at your right pocket and your shoe. That's only a joke. Don't tomorrow go and tell AiR told soul is below the shoe. I'm just joking with you. Don't think I'm serious.
No.
The soul is the electricity of the body. The soul is flowing. It's flowing. It's going. It's just passing through every cell. Every cell has got soul power.
Yeah.
Done? Got it? Will.
Yeah, sir. Got it.
Will, Ashok Chotwani, Rajanand and Siba.
Shivoham Sip.
Shivoham.
Always a great honor to be with this esteemed group of people.
It's a great honor to have you in this group.
So I'm just asking you a question in distress, really, and this is the fact in Canada they are suffering. Almost 20,000 people a year are deciding to euthanize their body, and I feel it would be much more sensible if the government proposed that people should euthanize their mind. If we had 20,000 people a year euthanizing their mind and not their body, I think it would be a much more successful operation for the whole of the world.
But why are these 20,000 people euthanizing the body? What is the reason for that?
Well, there are various reasons. I think there are several reasons. One is often the people in pain is one reason. The second is that they are suffering. I think people get Alzheimer's disease or they get some terminal illness. What I suspect is sometimes it's just convenient and they're bored. I suspect. I don't know the exact circumstances. I'm sure they've got some good reason or other to do it. But it seems to me that people who are in these categories, often they're very good people, and I feel that they've got really a very good opportunity to euthanize them.
I didn't know it's legal in Canada. Is it legal? I thought it's legal in Switzerland, right? In Canada also? Is it legal in Canada?
Legal in Canada, yeah. Their numbers are increasing. I think that they were 15,000. And this year, I think they're expecting 18,000. It's 3% of your mortality is euthanasia. People are actually deciding. And maybe next year it'll be up to 20,000. But it's...
Yeah, because people don't understand, that if you do that, it doesn't mean that you can escape from your suffering. Your karma is pending. You will come back and suffer again. So why don't you go to Canada and give them a talk?
Well, I'm asking you. You're the one with all the jet miles, the air miles, the free air miles. So
Okay, so I think we will try to create a campaign on this, that if you take your life before it's due, it's a crime. So
yeah,
we should make people understand this. People don't understand. Actually, it's avidya, it's ignorance. You know, our Shair always gives the example. You remember the Shair, that student who wanted to kill himself because he could not attend the 10th standard exam. You remember that story?
don't remember the story.
Then the teacher told him, okay, I'll give you a rope or I'll give you a chemical. What do you want to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
yourself?
That's
And
it.
then the child was surprised. Why is my teacher teaching me how to commit suicide? And then the teacher told, okay, you commit, but you have to come back and do first standard exams from first, second, third, fourth, fifth standard, then till you come back to 10th again. The child told, no, I will do 10th standard. I will not commit suicide. I will do 10th standard exam.
Well, I think that you should establish a euthanasia program also, but euthanasia of the mind. I think that your euthanasia program should become the important one. AiR's euthanasia. AiR is promoting euthanasia of the mind, so that would be a very good program for people.
Yeah, but people unless people like you who have got interest come on this call every day, we are barely 200 or 300 people on this call altogether. I mean, those who are visitors and those who are regular. I don't have a count of more than 200 to 300 people who are even visiting this call once in a way, you know. So people do not have the interest about how to live life.
Yes.
People, unfortunately, people don't know the meaning of life. People don't know the meaning of happiness. People don't know the meaning of God. People don't know the meaning of karma. People don't know. People are they zoom from womb to tomb. They're gone, then they are reborn. Then the story continues. How many of us are lucky to come on this call and to take up these issues?
Yeah.
We forget about Canada. There are people all over the world who are suffering.
Well, I think that the background problem here is that in all countries have patients, old age patients, and they put them on special wards or they put them in special hospitals, and they're basically waiting for these people just to die. They're just counting the days, how long, why are you still here? You're still here this morning. Why, how, and so on. And it's a very quietly vicious and violent war that's going on. And I think that it would be good for people to go into these hospitals with AiR's euthanasia program and to say we're going in to euthanize the mind. And that would be
So I will take your suggestion and ask our team to study this possibility. Okay.
what a great honor. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you. Chotwani, Rajanand, and Siba.
Shivan, sir.
Yes, Chotwani. Sure.
Sir, everything happens as per law of karma.
Yes.
And SIP is everything. After realization, we will become also SIP. After realization, I am divine soul, I am SIP. Then how is the role of intellect will be important?
After realization.
Yeah.
After realization, the intellect has to continue to be a master of thought. Because even after realization, thought will not stop. Thought will continue coming. Suppose intellect is not there, then you tell me what will happen.
But already we have realized that we are SIP.
Correct. No, you have realized you are SIP. Correct.
Yeah.
Now you sell your intellect, just for sake of saying, you dispose your intellect. If you dispose your intellect, what will happen?
But once we realize we are SIP will decide everything, that's sir.
How will SIP decide if you don't have intellect? Where is SIP? Okay, answer my question. Once you realize, what is the first realization? Where is SIP?
SIP is inside, sir.
SIP is outside. SIP is on the moon or the Mars, or SIP is inside you?
No, SIP is within, sir.
So you have realized you are SIP. You have realized you are SIP. Okay. So you are alive or you are dead?
No, I am alive, sir.
Okay, you are alive. You realize I am SIP, you are alive. Then you have to get up, you have to go to toilet, you have to eat, you have to work, or you can just sleep full day because you realized.
Yeah, intellect will continue his work.
If the intellect does not continue, what will happen, Jotani?
No, there will be no result, no, sir.
No, if the intellect doesn't continue, what will happen? You must know the answer.
So actually, I thought once we realize, people will take care of everything.
Then we will have all SIPs everywhere. There will be SIP driving our car. No, SIP will become the driver.
No, but
Be
SIP will
clear.
handle.
Yeah, once you realize, that means you are SIP. Not you're talking duality. SIP will do it. Which SIP will do it? You are the SIP who has to do it. If you want to remain SIP, I'm asking a different question. If you want to remain SIP, what is the condition?
What is that?
What is the condition for you to remain SIP?
Actually, unable to answer, sir.
If you want to remain SIP, the first condition is you must remain in consciousness.
Yeah, consciousness. Yeah, that is true.
If you're remaining in consciousness, you have to activate intellect. If you don't activate intellect, mind will come. If mind comes, consciousness will go.
So we have to always be in conscious. Yeah.
If intellect is not there and if consciousness goes, then what happens to your realization?
There will be nothing.
Then you will be running after Rolex watches and Rolls Royce cars, and you will be like that.
But after realization, SIP will take care of everything, ना सर? मतलब मेरे कहने का मतलब वही था सर.
हाँ, आपका कहने का मतलब है, लेकिन आप you're not saying in consciousness, you're saying in mind state. Please stop. Please listen carefully. You're saying after realization, SIP will take care. Correct? That means that SIP is somebody else, or SIP is who's that SIP that will take care? From the heaven, from Bhagwan from Asman.
No. I am SIP, sir.
So I am explaining to you, if that SIP has to take care and you are SIP, how will you take care? What is the method?
Yeah. I will be conscious, and as per intellect, I have to do everything.
So you're clear, or you're still having a doubt?
I have a doubt. Everything is now clear, sir. Yeah.
No, don't just say like that it's clear. Are you actually clear, or you're having a doubt?
No, I understand now, sir.
Okay, because a person who is enlightened must be locked in consciousness. If the person is not locked in consciousness with the intellect in command, intellect will go down, mind will come inside, mind will come, consciousness will go, realization will be down the gutter.
Yeah. So intellect, consciousness and intellect are very, very important. No?
That is SIP. What is SIP?
That is SIP, sir. Yeah. That is SIP. Yeah.
SIP is not Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Ganapati. No, SIP is not that. SIP is your consciousness. SIP is your intellect. SIP is the soul.
Yeah. That is true. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. Rajanand, I'm saying tomorrow also, I like you're asking good questions. So administrator, tomorrow we will extend the topic tomorrow, Wednesday session, because I'll be landing. I don't want to have a heavy topic. So the Wednesday session will be continued on Thursday, tomorrow, because you're asking very interesting questions. Rajanand and Siba.
Sure, sir.
Sure.
Sir, what I am going to say may not be so profound, but for my understanding philosophically and literary mainly, I will say with your kind permission, sir.
You don't need any permission, sir.
Sir, we say Sat, we say existence, we say existence is being, just only being, Sat. Sir, that means this Sat or being has no definition, it has no traits, that means no adjective. Also, it doesn't create world, it doesn't create cosmos, everything appears in it. That means no action, that means no verb. Sir, all the saying is based upon with regard to the previous question, that is, हमारा question था, what is the nature of existence? Sir, obviously my reply was Sat Chit Anand. अब मैं सोच रहा हूं that was my reply right, was the question right or was my reply right? तो उससे क्या होता है मुझे, as if I am defining it, I am giving a trait to the existence. Such by I am sort of duality हो जाती है मुझे, मैं इसको डिफाइन करता हूँ, इसकी प्रकृति को बोल, इसकी प्रकृति क्या है, नेचर इज ए प्रकृति, इसकी प्रकृति क्या है, एग्जिस्टेंस की प्रकृति क्या है, इसकी प्रकृति सच्चित आनंद है. So whereas prakriti or everything, it borrows its existence from the sat. ये इसकी अपने
Where did you hear that Sat is existence?
हम बोलते हैं सच्चित आनंद बोलते हैं.
हाँ, तो किसने बोला आपको Sat existence? You have gone to YouTube. I have not told you.
Sat is existence, na, sir.
Who told you that? I didn't tell. YouTube is, you're listening to YouTube. If you're listening to YouTube, then how can I explain? If you're saying, I'm asking you, I have told 100 times the meaning of Sat. I have never told existence.
Sat is a reality. A reality bolte हैं Sat. Existence.
What do you understand? What do you understand? The simple meaning of Sat. What do you understand?
The truth.
Truth is different. Existence is different. Why do you bring the term? Your entire question is based on the wrong understanding of the term Sat. Now change your question. Sat Chit Anand. Truth, consciousness, bliss. Sat is truth. When you are in Sat Chit, you are in truth consciousness. When you are in truth consciousness, you have bliss. When you are reading YouTube or you are reading some Swami, last time also somebody brings about, I don't know what, very interesting. All of you all carry YouTube into this call. Somebody came and told last time, oh, whole world is consciousness. Now explain to me the whole, everything in this world is consciousness. How can, I asked, how can stone have consciousness? But you are listening to YouTube. If you're listening to YouTube, I can't explain to you YouTube what is. If you tomorrow YouTube tells you that coffee is tea and tea is coffee, I can't explain why coffee is tea and tea is coffee. So please get clarity. Now, if there's anything wrong in this term Satya Chit Anand, अगर हम सत्य में रहेंगे, चित सत्य के चित्त में रहेंगे, if you're going to be in the consciousness of the truth, you will experience Satchit Anand. अभी इसमें कुछ confusion है आपको?
That means Satchit Anand is the one term only, na?
Sat Chit Anand is Anand.
ट्रुथ में रहेंगे तो सत्य के ट्रुथ में रहेंगे तो आनंद में रहेंगे.
Correct. अगर सत्य में नहीं रहेंगे, मिथ्य में रहेंगे और चित्त में रहेंगे, मन में रहेंगे, Girish will tell you what is the meaning. Man mithya dukha. If you are not in Satya Chitta, then you are man mithya. If you are in man mithya, then you are man mithya dukha. Either you are in Satya Chitta Ananda or you are man mithya dukha.
Sir, आम कहते हैं ना हम world is सत्य. सत वर्ल्ड इज नॉट सत्य, ईश्वर इज सत्य, ईश्वर सत्य है. बस उसी से मुझे थॉट आया. इट्स नॉट दैट कि ईश्वर
नहीं राजेंद्र, ये बहुत YouTube के लोग और बहुत स्वामी लोग इसे बोलते हैं कि सत्य इज एग्जिस्टेंस. और बहुत किताबें भी ऐसे लिखते हैं, बहुत किताबें में मेनी बुक्स आर रिटन सत्य इज एग्जिस्टेंस. क्या किसने बोल दिया सत्य इज एग्जिस्टेंस? सत्य और एग्जिस्टेंस में क्यों हम व्हाई आर वी कॉलिंग सत्य एग्जिस्टेंस? अभी उनको कुछ मीनिंग होगा बोलने के लिए, उनका कुछ एक्सप्लेनेशन होगा, होने दो. हमारे भाषण में सिंपल वर्ड में सत्य चित्त आनंद. आई एम गिविंग यू अ क्लियर एक्सप्लेनेशन. इसमें कुछ लफड़ा है तो आप पूछो.
नहीं सर, दैट मींस एग्जिस्टेंस का आधार ही सच्चित आनंद है. फिर
आप अभी भी वो कुत्ते की दुम अभी भी यहाँ पे अभी एग्जिस्टेंस में अटके आप.
नहीं, हमने कहा था नहीं, क्वेश्चन है सर, क्वेश्चन है ना व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस. उसी पे कंफ्यूज था मैं अभी तक.
What is the true, you are missing the key word. What is the true nature of existence?
फिर ठीक है।
what is the true nature of existence? मंत्र जीने का, शांति आनंद प्यार. This is the true nature of existence. कल परसों हमने कॉल किया था, existence क्या है? Existence क्या है बताइए, existence क्या है?
एक्सटेंस हम बोल रहे हैं सच्चित आनंद ब्लिस।
नहीं, existence क्या है? ये दुनिया क्या है? आप में ये existence क्या है?
बीइंग, एग्जिस्टेंस इज जस्ट बीइंग है।
What is this existence? आलू, टमाटर, आप, मैं, चांद,
प्रभु।
सितारे,
इट इज ऑल प्रभु, इट इज ऑल गॉड।
हाँ, ये ऑल प्रभु है, कैसे मालूम होगा?
Because everything appears in this all Shiv.
You will know all is Prabhu if you are in Satya Chitta.
I mean,
If you are in Satya Chitta, then only you will know all is Prabhu. Getting, understanding? अभी भी क्लियर नहीं, आपका पॉइंट क्लियर नहीं हुआ, अभी भी आपका एग्जिस्टेंस आ रहा है आपके माइंड में?
नहीं सर, ये बेसिकली नहीं सर, कुछ नहीं, अब हो गया सर। बिकॉज व्हेन आई इन ब्लिस,
अरे मेरा मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि आप लोगों को चुप कराना, ऐसा मेरा मतलब नहीं है।
नहीं, इसलिए तो हम पूछते हैं सर। आपने ये बोला है कोई भी थॉट आए, देयर शुड बी नो कंफ्यूजन, कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं।
Please contemplate the word Satya. Don't take it as existence. Don't take it. Many books, many masters, many YouTube talks, they say existence, consciousness, bliss. ऐसे बोलते हैं। क्या है existence, consciousness, bliss? क्या मतलब? मुझे तो समझ में नहीं, आप मुझे समझाओ। You please teach me. क्या है existence, consciousness, bliss का मतलब क्या है? मैं नहीं समझता। बट मैं समझता हूं सत्य चित्त आनंद। सच्चिदानंदा, सच्चितानंदा मतलब जो सत्य के चित्त में रहेगा वही आनंद पाएगा।
वही आनंद ही प्रभु है। बेसिकली इट इज अ नेम, ये तो प्रभु ही है। सच्चित आनंद, व्हाट वी रियलाइज, सच्चित आनंद तो प्रभु के साथ ही होते हैं, प्रभु ही होता है खुद ही।
सत्य का चित आनंदा है, सच्चिदानंदा, सच्चिदानंदा। एहसास जो सत्य का करता है, चित्त में रहता वो आनंदा पाता। कभी भी वो ना है डरता, कभी भी दुखी ना होता। सत्य के चित्त में रहता, सच्चिदानंदा, सच्चिदानंदा। Got it, sir? Siba, thank you, thank you. And I don't, कभी मैं आप लोगों से जोक करता हूँ, कोई बोलेगा ये आदमी पागल आदमी है, वो बोलता है सोल मेरे राइट पॉकेट में है, बोलता है जूते के नीचे सोल है। Sometimes I joke with you all because you are asking such question. मैं भी क्या बोलूं? Okay, last question, Siba.
Pranam Guruji.
प्रणाम गुरुजी, बोलो।
Guruji, you are too smart. You can easily make out where we are following YouTube, where we are following some sant. Last time you also said me that where did you read? किसको follow कर रही है? So you're too smart. You know everything.
मैं तो बुद्धू।
नहीं, उधर बैठ के सबके ऊपर नजर है आपकी। Guruji, I wanted to ask Guruji, healing and healer. What is the definition of that, Guruji? Because now,
healer is somebody who makes you fool and takes money from you.
Yeah.
Healer is somebody who takes money from you and makes you a fool.
She's laughing. Guruji, abhi meditation. He's a master in meditation. My friend, she's a master in meditation. मेरे को बोल रही है, she called me in the afternoon and saying that मैं बॉम्बे गई थी, मेरे को because I am going for the healing. तो अभी ये healing, if I am not body, उसको भी समझ।
पहले पूछो कितना पैसा दिया, बोलो पहले बोलो कितना पैसा देता है।
पर healing से कुछ गुरुजी वो उसको सामने वाले को बहुत फर्क पड़ा। गुरुजी means I am not getting it, गुरुजी, कि if I am not body, mind and ego, सब कर्मा है, बॉडी का ही है, सब कुछ खेल है गुरुजी. फिर ये कहाँ से आया हीलिंग, हीलर?
Healing is your own inner being. अगर ये कॉल में भी आएंगे तो I cannot heal you in this call. I can tell you the method. I can tell you आप आत्मा है. आपके consciousness में you can heal yourself. The healer is you. The healing is your awareness, is your realization. कोई बोलता है तुम इधर आओ 1 लाख रुपए दो, मैं हीलिंग करता हूँ, तुम्हारा को हीलिंग करता हूँ. चूना लगा रहा है तुम्हें.
हाँ, चूना लगा. क्योंकि अभी बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है हीलिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. दे आर गोइंग ऑन.
प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा हीलिंग नहीं हो गया, ज्यादा लोग पागल हो गए. जो लोग पैसा देने के लिए रेडी है तो हीलर भी बढ़ रहा है.
बिकॉज आई वॉज कंफ्यूज. मैं कुछ बोला नहीं, मैं बोली गुरुजी से ही पूछती हूँ. एंड गुरुजी, सेकेंडली, सेकेंड क्वेश्चन गुरुजी, हाउ टू लर्न,
लास्ट क्वेश्चन,
हाउ टू लर्न आर्ट ऑफ बीइंग पेशेंस.
हाँ,
वो मुझे बहुत जरूरी है.
बहुत सिंपल है. टॉक लेस, लिसन मोर.
आई विल फॉलो इट.
क्या करना है?
टॉक लेस, लिसन मोर,
एंड बी हम्बल.
गुरुजी,
समझो मैं क्या हूँ. एक ट्री में जाके देखो. तुम्हारे घर के बाहर ट्री है.
हाँ, है ना.
ट्री में कितने पत्ते हैं?
अनलिमिटेड. यू कैन नॉट काउंट.
एक पत्ता क्या सोचता है, मैं क्या हूँ?
वो क्या सोचेगा?
मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूं ना.
हाँ, वो क्या सोचेगा?
We must be like that. If you have got humility, if with humility you are able to listen and talk less, automatically you will be patient. You don't need to do anything else.
गुरुजी, but how to learn, how to, गुरुजी अभी इतने सालों से वही.
That question tomorrow evening 8 o'clock. Now meditation. My dear friends, every evening we meet here at 8. But why do we come? Do we ask the question, why do we drink water? We don't ask the question. We drink water. Do we ask the question, why do we breathe? We don't ask the question. We breathe. Do we ask the question, why do we eat food? No need of asking the question. We eat food. If we don't breathe, we don't drink, we don't eat, we will die. But when will we realize that if we don't come in this call, then we will die again and 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 again. We are worried about dying. So we breathe, we drink and we eat. But we are not worried about escaping from this regular death. We are not worried to find that way of awakening. We are not worried about how to be enlightened. We are the Atma. Atma is Paramatma. This is Atal Satya, eternal truth. We are ignoring this truth. We are just living and dying and living and dying and living and dying. We live and we die. We don't find out who am I. We believe every lie. We don't ask. We forget our most important task. When are we going to awaken? When are we going to reach that state of AFA? This is important. More important. If you forget to breathe, it's okay. If you forget to drink or eat also, it's okay. But if you forget to realize who you are caught in this cycle. You will keep on going round and round and round and round and round. Let us realize this. Tomorrow, I may be a little late. Insta may be cancelled. Zoom, I may be a little late. Hope to see you after 8 tomorrow. Folded hands, I bow down to you.